Hi, and happy Thursday again. So this is part of my little afternoon session. I'm answering some of the questions, the most common questions that we get for people that are calling our practice for the first time, inquiring about what services are right for them. So one of the most common questions that I get is people say that they're not really sure what the difference is between therapy, psychotherapy, and life coaching, and they're not sure which one is best for them. So I just want to give a little bit of a preface to look at my last video on the benefits of therapy versus coaching. And I really want to now focus on people that are ready for coaching and what that might look like, what that might feel like for you, and what situations might prompt someone to think about pursuing coaching. So the number one thing that I hear people experiencing when they are ready for a coach is that there is something that they want or that they desire. There's usually some kind of result or some kind of change in their life that they are looking to experience. Now, the change doesn't have to be a tangible one, like, get a new job or, manifest a new relationship. It can be, but it also can be, I just don't feel fulfilled, or I just, kind of feel like my life is a little bit mundane and, my job is okay, but I don't really feel that motivated or that inspired around many things in my life. So those are all examples of a desire for change. And the situation that most people are in when they come to a coach is they feel stuck. They feel like they want something, they have the desire, but they're not really sure what they need to do sometimes. But often it's not that we don't know what to do, it's that we are uncertain about what the right things are. I say that in italics, the right things to do, and we are afraid to get started. And so a big part about coaching is getting clarity on the best actions and the actions that are going to yield the highest return. So there's some actions that we can take towards our goal that are going to be very heavy and difficult and take time and involve a lot of stress. And then the result is, you're maybe going to get a good result, or that result is going to take time. There are some actions that you can take towards what you want that are going to be simple, easy, and are going to yield an immediate and clear return. So one of the things that I like to do in coaching is I want to help people find those simple actions. And I want to help people find those simple actions in the beginning of the work so that you can start to build motivation and trust in the process that you are engaging in towards getting towards your goal. So this is an example of not knowing what to do to get towards your goal. And the second thing that people don't know and they get stuck with is they don't know how to do it. So you either don't know what to do or you don't know how to get going on the thing that you want. And the how, where people get turned around, is they really start to try to focus on the big thing first. Like, I know that I want this new job, and so, I'm just like sending my resume out like crazy, and I'm, applying for jobs has become my secondary job, and I'm just totally obsessed with trying to, create a shift and find a new job, and I'm not getting anywhere. So in that example, you started with the big part, which is like finding a new job. But you didn't start with the small pieces, which are creating the lifestyle that is going to support, or that your job is going to support your lifestyle. So we know that fulfillment is not just about having a great career. Fulfillment is about a holistic picture of things going well or things resulting in the emotion that you want to feel. So when you start to design your life with these other pieces, like your home, your relationships, your self-care, your physical health, which includes exercise, it also includes mental and emotional care as well. When you start to design those aspects of your life to be aligned with your fulfillment, your career is going to fall into line. And so the biggest thing here when we're talking about life design is that it all involves action. So coaching is the realm of taking action. even if that action is about thinking differently, it's still an action. So psychotherapy, you can gain all of the understanding in the world and have great awareness and insight, but there is no need, encouragement, pressure to do anything with that information. Coaching, most people that come into coaching understand that they want a change in their life, and they accept that that change is going to require something different than they've already been doing. If it didn't require something different than you've already been doing, then you would have achieved the result that you were looking to get. So when you come to coaching, expect to know that it's going to require a change in either what you're doing, saying, or thinking. And often when we go back, there's a reason that you have not accepted the things that are necessary for you to think or believe are necessary for you to get to the change or the result that you want to have. So where therapy comes in is that sometimes if I just tell someone, you just need to think positively. Like, that's just what it is. Like, you just need to, forgive yourself for all the things that you did wrong and your parents did wrong and just let it go. That is something that I can say and everyone can intellectually understand, but actually doing it is not easy. And so when you can combine coaching and therapy, you can have the actual tools. So I call it psychodynamic coaching. So I am applying the tools of psychodynamic psychotherapy, and I'm just going to tell you, hey, this thing that you're experiencing right now seems like it has to do with doubt, or it seems like it has to do with not believing in yourself, or fear of failure. So all of these things have to do with probably a fear. And here are 3 things that you can do to uproot your fear so that it doesn't continue to hold you back. And then I'll give you those 3 things to try out for homework. You'll come back in and we're gonna measure, how does that fear feel right now? How does that limiting belief, is that still with you? Does it still feel true? So we're gonna continue to assess and evaluate the obstacles that are getting in your way to make sure that we are removing the obstacles that are in your way. And when we talk about obstacles in our path, 95% of the obstacles that we experience in our life are emotional. And so that's why when we're talking about change, we often have to start with the psychological, emotional part of overcoming our obstacles. So when you can combine therapy and coaching, you do the work at the beginning to overcome the fear that's holding you back, to clear up these thinking habits that you have that keep regenerating new things to be afraid of. So you stop doing that. So you not only diminish the fear and dissolve the fear, but you also stop that habit of yours that keeps generating new fears. So when you do that, then you're in a better position to start acting, saying, and doing things differently in your life that are going to create the results that you want. And often with coaching, we just begin with the action. Here's what you need to do. Here's what needs to shift. Here's what you need to try out. And we miss the part about the mental and emotional changes that are needed to support the actions that you're taking so that the result or the actions that you're taking towards your result are sustainable. It's not going to be something that you try or you can do and be successful at for 3 weeks or for 32 days, and then it just fizzles out because the mental and emotional support wasn't there to maintain it or to ingrain it. So when we're talking about change, it's not just about doing something quickly to achieve a result. It's about creating the mental and emotional shift within you that is not only going to create the result, but is going to expand that result to continue after you continue the work. So I hope this answers the question for those of you out there that are wondering about whether coaching and or therapy is right for you. If you want to learn more, please visit our website. I'll put the link below, and I will hope to hear from you soon.